Hello, my name is Kim. This is Kim After 50, where we talk about a whole lot of travel and a little bit about what it is like for me as a 50-year-old newly divorced woman trying to start her whole life over again. I just got back from Margaritaville at sea, Islander, and I just want to come on and chat with you all about it. If you're watching the replay of this, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up and leave me a comment so that I know that you saw the replay. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. This is not my regular live day or my regular live time, but I haven't been on schedule as of late. I just got back from the cruise yesterday, and so I've been working on editing one of my vlogs today, but it's not ready to go up. So I thought I'd just come on and chit chat with you all and talk to you all, answer any questions you have about the cruise, the ship, or just share my experience. Thank you so much, Amy. Yes, I am back. And I also want to talk to you all about the news about Carnival's VIFP program that kind of came out while I was gone. I was not expecting that. Let me see, chat viewing options. Some messages, all messages are visible. Okay, so, all right. So we'll just close that and see if, I was trying to see if I could figure out how to make it to where the comments don't leave right away. Hey, Karita, how are you? So yes, I'm back, you all. It was a nice cruise. I don't even know how to talk about it without giving the vlogs away, because I told y'all I don't like to come on here and say stuff and then y'all don't watch the vlogs. Hello, Greta. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. I got back yesterday. Can't wait to hear about my experience. I can't wait to share it. I am really becoming a fan of Margaritaville as a whole vacation option. I mean, the resorts, they have a RV campground that I've stayed at here about 90 minutes from my house. Now I've been on both of their cruise ships, and so I'm really becoming a fan. And I just want to come on and chat with you all. So if you all have any questions, please ask the questions. Otherwise, y'all know how I get. I just kind of start. This is how I talk. It goes from here to here to here to here, back to here, back to here. I'm trying to remember to look at the green dot and not look at myself. So this was a 5-night cruise. And, oh, so that's coming up. That's right on the corner. This was a 5-night cruise. I went solo, and I think I paid $3.95. I told y'all the exact amount a couple lives ago. I don't remember. I'm trying to see if my notepad is over here, because my setup is still the same from the last live I did with you all, but I don't see my notepad. It was $3.95 or it was like $3.90.50 or $3.95, one of those two. I can't remember. For a solo, just me. They don't have a solo cruiser program, so they don't have solo cabins. And I talked to two different people on the ship who voluntarily just told me how much they paid for their cruise. And one of them was a gentleman, and he's a travel agent, and he told me he got the travel agent rate for him and his wife. They were in a balcony, and they paid, I want to say $6 something. I feel like the high sixes. I can't remember the exact amount. And he said that was a travel agent rate. He was telling me why I should become a travel agent. And then I met a woman named Tanya from Georgia. You all will meet Tanya. I wish I could, seniors at sea. Y'all will meet Tanya in one of the vlogs. And she said that they paid $6.95 for her and her husband to go on the cruise. So just to give you an idea of what the rates were, I booked a last minute deal. Um, and yeah, so that's how I got that great rate. I just searched and I noticed that on their cruises that were coming up, like within the next few weeks, they were dropping the prices drastically. Um, and so I just kept checking and kept checking to see a drop for a time when I had availability, and I saw that and I grabbed it. So, but yeah, it's right out of Port of Tampa. It took me 12 minutes. Did I tell y'all this already? Because I was so excited about this. I think I did. It took me 12 minutes to board the ship. From the time I got out of my truck to the time I was in my cabin was 12 minutes. So, but I went to the terminal. I got to the terminal at 2:12. And I tend to get to the terminal when I'm sailing a little bit late because I don't care about being on the ship first. That's because I cruise a lot. Um, and my personality, I don't like lines. I can't deal with lines. But I shouldn't even say my personality. I'm not gonna put the thing that I don't like lines on my personality. It's really on my stamina to just stand there for my back will be hurting and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so I got to the cruise terminal about 2:12. I was in my room at 2:24. Here's the thing. I got off the ship in 13 minutes. From the time I left my cabin to the time I walked out the doors and was standing on the sidewalk waiting for my ride to pick me up was 13 minutes. So I feel like they have, well, the Tampa's port is smaller. But I feel like the embarkation and debarkation, I feel like they kind of have it down pat. I feel like they kind of have it down pat. I'm trying to think of what else to share with you all about the trip that's not going to be in the vlogs. I said this in the vlogs, but I do, if you've seen my vlogs or heard me talk about Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, I've shared that one of my daughters says it's a bring your own fun cruise ship, because the entertainment offerings, they just don't have as many as your typical cruise ship. And I found that to be the same on Margaritaville. Like there were long periods of time where there was nothing that I wanted to do. It's not that there was nothing to do, but there was nothing that I wanted to do. And that was fine with me. In fact, for this cruise, it was perfect because I didn't really get on there wanting to do much. And what else? Y'all ask me some questions because I'm trying to think of what to talk about and I can't think of much because I just don't want to give away what's in the vlogs. I did not get off at either port. I stayed on the ship. I was told that it was excruciatingly hot in Key West. I was on the ship, and the sun was kind of bearing down a bit, but will you be there the day before? Well, you said the 6th Seniors at Sea? I can get there. I live right across the bridge from Tampa. We talked about that before, didn't we? I don't have my notepad right here, but I wrote down that somebody was coming to the Port of Tampa and might want to meet up. But I don't have my notebook right here, so I don't remember if it was you. It could be somebody else. I got my steps in every day. I mean, most of y'all don't care about that, but some of you all are staying on me and helping me be accountable about my health journey. Hey, see it with C, how are you? Okay, yeah, I had written that down. So yeah, I live like 20-25 minutes from there. Do I plan to do an Alaskan cruise? I do. I don't have one booked. But my grandson asked me if we could take a cruise and see snow. And so I'm going to try to make that happen. Are you booked on an Alaskan cruise, Karita? Let me know. What was I saying? What was I just talking about, y'all? So I didn't get off. I stayed on the ship. They are limited on the hot tubs. Thanks for the tips on an earlier vlog. I learned that. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy that you could learn something from me. I feel like I returned the favor a little bit. Okay, so there wasn't a lot to do. I felt like the violinist, I feel like they wore that little man out because he was always performing. He was good though. Um, I feel like the max I'll do is 4 days. Key West is so hot. And I think we're experiencing a heat wave because several people have talked to me about how hot it's been lately. So I think it's hotter than normal, or at least it was, last week when we were there. One of the ladies that I met and I was talking with, she said they got off the ship in Key West, and she said as soon as she walked out the door, the heat kind of consumed her and she felt like she was in an oven. She said she turned right back around and got right back on the ship. So I was like, okay, I made the right choice. But I really just did not want to. I shared this with y'all in the vlog, but y'all haven't seen the vlogs yet. Last month was the end of the fiscal year for my business. And it was a tough year for me in business. And so I'm launching a new project this month. And I've been working on that. And I just really needed to relax. I needed to get my thoughts together. I needed to plan for this upcoming year in my current business so that it goes better than my last year went, and needed to work on finishing up what I needed to finish up for the new project I'm launching, which I'm very excited about, and I'll be talking to y'all about that really soon. So I really just did not want to. I kind of want, because I've never been on a ship to Key West, and I've never been to Progresso. So I kind of wanted to get off, but the heat and the fact that I just really wanted to relax, and I just really wanted to enjoy that empty ship. Being on an empty ship, even a regular ship, like a regular Carnival Glory or a regular Margaritaville at sea, being on the ship when it's empty gives me the luxury experience. It feels more relaxing. It feels more high end. It feels more whatever I'm looking for. And so I just really wanted that. And but yeah, so the entertainment. Oh, let me tell y'all this. I learned this. If you've been on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, they have a female cruise director from Jamaica. What is her name? Terry. Her name is Terry, and she's amazing. The cruise director on Islander, Orlando, is her brother. Y'all, isn't that wild? I thought that was so wild. Another passenger told me that, and when I saw Orlando, I asked him, and he said, yes, that was his sister. So I thought that was wild. I wonder if they have a third sibling for the new ship that's coming out. I don't know. But so I think it's in the theme of Margaritaville, which is kick back and relax. Oh, that's what I was saying. My oldest daughter on Paradise, she says it's a bring your own fun kind of cruise. Like you're only going to have as good a time as the fun that's in you on Margaritaville Paradise, which I don't have any problem with that ship. Y'all know that I've been on her several times and I'm going back real soon. I feel like it's the same way on Islander. They do offer more, but it's just not as much in the entertainment department as you would typically see on, say, a Carnival cruise. The ship seems up to par with some of the older Carnival cruise ships, but the entertainment offerings, I didn't think so. But I still had a good time. Y'all ask me questions. Please ask me questions, because I just came on here to wrap up and tell y'all my thoughts on the cruise. Let y'all know I was back. Let y'all know I'm working on the vlog. The food was pretty good. Not on the buffet, but I'm not really a buffet person. But in the main dining room. Hey, HB5. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome. In the main dining room, the food was good. Cheeseburgers in Paradise, I think, were better on Islander than Paradise, but they're good on Paradise too. But I think on Islander, they were better. They have more dining options. It's a bigger ship. So overall, other than the buffet, and I only went to the buffet once, and they had Mississippi catfish. I lived in Mississippi. That was not Mississippi catfish. I only went to the buffet once, and thank you, one crafty sister, but I didn't care for my food from the buffet. But the food I had in the main dining room was really good. And I didn't even upgrade. Y'all know I like to upgrade to the lobster and steak in the dining room. I didn't even upgrade. I ate the... Let me tell y'all what's funny. Y'all know after all of my cruises, I come and I do a video on every penny I spent on this cruise. That's my new thing for like the last... yeah, they were really good. Seniors at sea. That's for I think the last 3 or 4 cruises. That's what I do. Every penny I spent, and knowing that I have to do that video for y'all, it makes me question myself. Like when I'm like, oh, should I get this lobster? And then I'm like, no, because I want to blow them away with how much I didn't spend on my every penny I spent video. So that was so funny to me. So y'all are helping me with my budget. Karita said, like, how's the weight loss going? I think that was it disappeared, but it was something along those lines. It's going good. I feel like I ate pretty good on the cruise. I only had 1 soda a day. I've been drinking my water, and it's carried over. Well, I haven't weighed myself since I got back, so I can't say the weight loss is doing good, but I feel like my eating habits, I got my steps in every day. Since I got back yesterday, but I've been drinking water at home and still limiting myself to the 1 diet soda a day. Because I was like, if I could do it on a cruise, I could do it at home. Because I did not get the soda package on the cruise in an effort to not drink that many sodas. You know what I mean? The main dining room was, I only ate at the buffet 1 time. So I hate to judge the whole 5 days on the 1 time I went to the buffet. But the main dining room was better, in my opinion. Karita, I tried the GLP shots. It was from a compounding pharmacy. And I tried it last year. And I stopped because my vision started getting blurry. And I looked it up, and they said that could be a side effect. So I told myself, I'm going to go see an in-person doctor before I do this again. Because I got it through like an online pharmacy where I answered a questionnaire. And like 30 minutes later, they charged my card and told me that my shipment was on the way. And I did it for about... I don't know how long I did it. I don't know. I was about to make up a number. I was about to say 8 weeks, but I think it was a little longer than that. But my vision, I was actually driving to the port of West Palm Beach with my daughter to go on Paradise, and my vision went blurry. Now, my friend says you're getting old, but it went blurry like that. And I had just given myself the shot that morning, like for my new dosage. I had just given myself the shot that morning. And so I was so scared. And I didn't mention it to my daughter. I just drove. And then we swapped places. But I never said... It was the trizepatide. If I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But it was the compounding pharmacy. Not the name brand, or not even a generic, I guess. I think a compounding pharmacy is something different. It was working for me. In fact, I was on it when I was on Carnival Celebration last year, and I had no appetite. And all the food noise in my head was gone, which I loved, not thinking about food. And I was dropping weight. But then when my vision went blurry, I was like, it's a wrap, because I want to be fine, but I want to be able to see my fineness. You know what I'm saying? I can't. And I told myself I'm going to go see an in-person doctor, talk to them about it. And I haven't done that. I need to do that. So yeah, But I'm not opposed to it. And if I do it, I will let y'all know. I would love for an in-person doctor to tell me, oh, there's a different one that you can try that may be better for you or whatever. I would love that, because it was working so well for me. But that scared me. And it took like a couple days, I felt like, and my vision got better. Um, but it just made me nervous. So anyway, so yeah, so I haven't weighed myself since I got back from the cruise, but I was very proud of myself for getting my steps in. I was very proud of myself for drinking one diet soda a day and getting my water in. And so I just continued. When I did my groceries, I didn't even order any Diet Cokes. Oh, they're different. See, I didn't even know that. Okay, well, I don't have low blood pressure. I have moderately high, not high, but moderate blood pressure. And the last time they checked me, which, well, I don't know how long it takes to have blood sugar issues, but last fall I was not diabetic. I don't know how long. Well, I guess it don't take no time. It can just happen, right? But last fall, I went to the ER for something for my foot. I was having a problem with my foot. Karina, you remember that? When my foot was hurting for like a year, and I ended up going to the ER about it, and they tested me because they were wondering if I was diabetic, and they told me that I wasn't. Um, so anyway, so yeah, so that's that. The ship is beautiful, and yeah, like my foot was literally hurting for like a year, and they tested me and they said that I wasn't diabetic. Um, the ship was beautiful. The crew was friendly, not as friendly as Paradise, but friendly. Y'all saw my dirty carpet in my room. But other than that, the cabin was gorgeous. And you probably are not gonna get my cabin, so you probably won't have that dirty carpet in your cabin. I'm trying to think of what else y'all might want to know that's not covered in the vlogs. No, I wasn't saying that for that reason. It was because anytime I told somebody my vision went blurry, they said, "Are you diabetic?" So I'm assuming that the two might go hand in hand. Um, I am too, and I was talking to I met a couple friends on this cruise that we exchanged information to stay in touch, and one of them used to be a Weight Watchers coach, and I was talking to him about how, like, it's travel, and I'm so thankful for this. It's travel that really showed me that I needed to lose weight and get in shape, because in my everyday life, I'm very sedentary. Like, my job is a sit down job, and it's a sit down job in my house. My job is what I'm doing right now. Talking to you all, I do this. That's my job. So I am on like Facebook Live, Zooms, hours out of the day. And so I never realized how out of shape I was, because I'm walking like from my room to the office, which is right next to my room, to the kitchen, back to my room. You know, I don't even grocery shop. I have my orders delivered, groceries delivered. I'm so happy for you all, and I hope I can have the same testimony, that I can get on something with no side effects. Um, so I knew I was out of shape, but I didn't realize the extent of my out of shapeness until I really started cruising. And so I'm thankful for that realization, because I want to be able to not have to wonder like how long the pier is. Like, that's something that most of you all who are in good shape probably don't even think about. But like, when I'm going to a new port, I have to wonder, how long is the can be caused by low blood sugar. Okay. Okay. You know what? I paid for, like a year ago, a panel of tests from, I think it's called Labcore Quest, a panel of tests. It was like $2.95, and they do all this testing on you. And y'all, I never went. I never went. And so I was telling a friend of mine last night, I'm gonna call and see if what I paid for is still available to me, because I just need to get everything tested. I need to get everything tested. Um, and just see where I am with different things that aren't looked at when you go. I've been to the cardiologist, because I was having chest pains like a year ago. So I went to the cardiologist. They put me on a heart monitor for 2 weeks, and I was fine. But they don't test everything. You know what I mean? So I've been to the ER a few times. I've been to urgent care, but just like follow-up care and finding out what all my levels are at and doing all of that kind of stuff, I have not done it in a few years. And so I need to do that. So anyway, y'all didn't come on here to talk about that though. But yeah, so I'm thankful. I was talking to the guy, he's a weight loss coach, and he was a Weight Watchers coach. And just telling him that I'm so thankful for the experience of travel, because it's really taught me, it's shown me that I've limited myself in ways that I don't want to be limited. And so I'm very thankful for that. So I was happy to get my steps in and to not give myself a break from that, but to make sure that I was staying consistent with it. Karita, you fine? You're fine. I said ask me questions. You can ask, Karita, you know me. I am a very transparent person. Sometimes a little too transparent, but I just believe that anything I'm going through, anything I'm experiencing, it's not just for me, it's to help somebody else. And so I like to, so sometimes I talk too much, but because I have seen like situations where, Karita, what, same, you're transparent. Karita knows me, like she's we've been knowing each other for a few years, and I don't know, sometimes I talk a little bit too much, but I feel like I already feel like I know y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been hanging out for a few, what, months, but I feel like longer than that. So anyway, so ask me questions. You can ask me anything about the cruise. Other than that, I'm just going to tell you what comes to my mind about the cruise. We talked about the food. We talked about the entertainment. I told you the ship is beautiful. There were a lot of kids on the ship. Like, I feel like if I had not stayed on the ship in port, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy the hot tub, because the kids took over the hot tubs. Karita, you know me. You know me. What else, y'all? What else? I definitely feel like it was worth what I paid for it. Absolutely. I feel like I got a really good deal on that. Oh, I went to the casino and asked them about a casino perks program, and he told me they didn't have anything. I was like, do I need to sign up for something or whatever? He was like, no, you use cash to gamble. And I was like, okay, I was told that you all have a casino, like a rewards program. And he was like, no. So I don't know if he was busy. I don't know if he was not good at his job, but that's what he told me. 3,000 steps per day is my current goal. I was supposed to up it, but I hadn't consistently been getting it. And I still can't do it all at once. Like, I have to do it throughout the day. Yes, I also work from home, so I totally understand. I have a vibration machine. I have a vibration plate. I do. this is what he told me. He was selling bingo cards. And I specifically said, because I don't like to distract people. Like, if you got a task, handle your task. I don't want to be a bother. So he was standing like in the casino, at the casino desk, but he was selling bingo cards. And I said, are you just doing bingo, or can I ask you a general casino question? And he said, what's the question? I'm telling you, he kind of was rude now that I'm thinking about it. Or short. I won't say rude, I'll say short. I have not used my plate in probably 3 months, but when I was using it, I loved it. I really liked it, but I don't know if I saw results from it, Karita, but I just felt like it was helping. I got it when I was going through the thing with having chest pains, because I was like, maybe I need to improve my circulation, and maybe a vibration plate will help with my circulation. So I got it at that time, and I was using it for that purpose. Um, and then kind of when they told me, we don't see anything wrong with your heart, um, then I kind of used it a few times after that, but I didn't keep using it. But it made me feel like I was doing something for my circulation. So if anybody knows whether a vibration plate is actually good for you, or you've had results, please let us know, because I do have one in there, and it's kind of an expensive one too. Um, so, but yeah, 3,000 steps is my current goal. I wanted to increase it to 3,500 at the beginning of June, but I wasn't getting the 3,000 in consistently, and I would have to like take a walk in the morning and then take a shorter walk in the evening to finish it up. I'm still not at the place where I can do all of it at once. I mean, I probably could do all of it at once, but I wouldn't be able to talk. And I was told that if you're, all that stuff is, Karita, that's what I found out. They said the chest pains could be perimenopause. It's like any symptom I have, I Google it, and I Google the word menopause with it. And it's like, yep, it's a symptom of menopause. Like everything. So that's another reason I want to go to a doctor, because I want to get on some kind of hormone therapy, if they feel like that will help. So, yeah. Let's see here. Well, okay. So they told me they did not have that. And they don't currently have a loyalty program, which leads me to talking. But they said even the pain, Karita, they said if a vibration plate is good for your lymphatic system, I use them regularly since my cancer treatments. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Because I have one. I have, it's Bluetooth. Wait, Margaritaville did? Margaritaville gave you a free cruise? Oh, I'm about to be. Well, you know what? Through You Are Comped, they said I qualified for a free Margaritaville cruise, but I couldn't get it because I had cruised Margaritaville within the last, I don't know, a year or 2 years or something like that. So I couldn't get it. But to be honest, this cruise was right on par with what I've paid for some of my free Carnival cruises. Ready for the yeah. Yeah, they said low something in perimenopause, you can have muscle pain. And so that could have been what the chest pain was. Because y'all, I was so scared. I was so scared. Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to start back using it. I'm going to start back using it. It sits at the foot of my bed. And I think the remote control is in my desk drawer. Because I was like, I don't even know if this is like real. Just like somebody just recently told me, because I was doing apple cider vinegar, and somebody recently told me that that's not real. Wait, for MSC or Margaritaville? Seniors at Sea. Okay, you're saying, okay, I think I know what you're saying. You're saying that you reached out to the Margaritaville email based on the steps I gave when I reached out to MSC. I wish they would give me one. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I heard somebody else was doing it too. I can't think of it. I wrote it down. They said that's the symptom of perimenopause too. It's being forgetful. Yo, I've been having to write everything down. Everything down. And I was told that that's a symptom of perimenopause too. So, I'm trying to think of what else about. Okay, okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna try. I'm so happy you said that. I'm gonna try. I wonder if they'll do it since I've been on there though. But I'm gonna try. Um, okay, what else? I can share the email. Please do. Please do. I know they said they're getting a third ship. What else? I can't think of anything else. The food was good. I told y'all that. On the last day, I got some macaroni and cheese that had bacon and brisket in it. And I ordered, it was an appetizer. I also ordered the fried rice because I was thinking the macaroni and cheese might not be good. It probably wouldn't be good. So let me get a second appetizer because it's probably not going to be good. It was good. And the shrimp fried rice was good. I didn't even eat my main course because both of those appetizers, I was full. The pizza was good. I can't really think, and I don't want to just hold y'all talking about nothing. Okay, let's talk about this Carnival loyalty program change. I'm upset. How do y'all feel about it? I'm not like upset. Did they have a lot of activities on the ship? One Crafty Sister, no. I didn't feel like they did. I have my paper that tell you what's going on the ship, and I saved all mine so that I could take pictures of them and share them with you all. And I'll be doing that in the vlogs that go with the days. But I do sometimes join in karaoke. I do. I can't sing, but I do. I'll do a Jackson 5 song or you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. That's one of the songs I like to do in karaoke. I didn't even go to karaoke on this cruise. But yeah, I do sometimes join in karaoke. It's kind of like if I get there early enough to get on the list, or if they need people to come up, I'll join in karaoke. But if I come and it's already going on and a lot of people have signed up, I usually won't unless like I'm traveling with the girls and they want to or something like that. Megan Trainor, I think that's who sings that song. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so I saved the things to show you all the activities. I don't feel like I don't take pictures, Karita, so I didn't check the picture prices. I don't typically pay for cruise ship pictures unless I'm with my girls and we dress up or something like that. Yes, I got the planners to show you all. I don't feel like they offer a lot of activities. And I do feel like the things that happen in the atrium, they would get crowded fast. And I was trying to figure out if that's because of the fact that the atrium is smaller. I was like looking around the atrium trying to figure out if it's smaller or because there's just not a lot happening. So when they are doing something in the atrium, it gets fuller. I'm kind of leaning towards that. There's lots of live music though. They had the steel pans, multiple times. I told her the violinist was like always performing. They had a cover band, so they had lots of live music going on. But I just didn't feel like there was much to choose from. Like it could be, when you look at the schedule, there could be only like two options for the time that you're looking at the schedule. Um, so, and the only show I went to was on the final night. And honestly, I kind of felt like it was like a high school performance level at a high school for the arts, maybe. Like not your regular high school, but like high school level performance. Um, I wouldn't give it a thumbs down or anything like that, but I wouldn't ever feel the need to go back and see it again. Hey Candace, how are you? I was just thinking about you. I was like, it must be too late for Candace or something. But yeah, I wouldn't feel like, oh, like the cruise director was like, we'll be back on with the same show at 9:30 if you all want to come back and see it. And I was like, why would I do that? I wouldn't give it a thumbs down. It was enjoyable for what it was. I was hearing somebody complain about the shows on a cruise ship. I never do, because it's not like I bought an $89 ticket to go to a show. You know what I mean? It's included. I can do it or not do it. And the people performing are always more talented at what they're doing than I am. So I always enjoy it for what it is. The shows on MSC have been the best that I've seen in a while. On MSC Seascape, when Maya and I went, those were like top notch. I feel like I haven't been on Norwegian in a couple years, but I feel like Norwegian, not just a couple years. The last time I was on Norwegian was 2020. I think I was on like a January sailing in 2020. But their shows were like top tier. I feel like MSC's shows were top tier. Really, really talented performers. Really take your breath away. The stage setting, I don't know what you call that, like the background and all that, just really, really good. The one show I went to on Margaritaville was just, it was good for what it was, you know. Trying to think. It's a loud ship. And I don't know if I would have noticed that if I wasn't trying to film. It is a loud ship. It's like watching back some of the footage. I use a real basic app to edit my videos. I'm real basic. I keep saying they did a Michael J. Oh, on MSC Seascape, they did a pop. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. That was Carnival. I got it mixed up. No, I didn't see a Michael Jackson show on Seascape. I'm a Michael Jackson fan. Like, I went into mourning when he passed away. Like, literal, I'm on the couch crying, mourning when Michael Jackson passed away. So, and the last Carnival Conquest I went on, they did like a 90s pop show, and the closing act was Michael Jackson, and I was not I was not pleased. But again, the man could sing and dance better than I can sing and dance. But I was not pleased. I would love to see a really good one. I love Prince too, Karita, but I didn't go in the morning with Prince. I was sad. Because Prince, my father was a huge Prince and Morris Day fan. And Candace, okay. When y'all say you're late, you just on time, y'all. Whatever time you come, that's on time. But I appreciate when you watch the replay. Y'all. Okay, so then let's talk about that. Since we just on here chatting. Can we talk about, I already told y'all that one video I did blew up, and that was my first video sharing my Amazon affiliate link. And I was so overwhelmed, shocked, and surprised by how many of you all went and used those links. Like, blown away. And it's not even the money of it. Because I think at this point, I checked yesterday, I think, and it was like $17 in commission on Amazon. It was the number of people that went over there and looked at things. I don't know. It just made me feel like y'all listen when I talk and y'all appreciated the video. And I just felt like, I don't know, it just had me up here. It just felt so good because I worry so much. I'm in my head. And somebody else was talking to me in the comments about this, about them having videos in their phone that they have not put out because there's so much in their head about it. I'm always like second guessing myself on, was it a good video? Was it good content? Somebody, one of you all always tells me when I have good eye contact in the video, and I appreciate that too. Did I have good eye contact? And so, thank you, Candace. Thank you, Candace. I appreciate that. That's one of the things I talked to my daughter about, Maya. She's kind of the one I bounce ideas for the channel off of. She's the one who did not want me to share my weight issues or struggles or triumphs or the journey period because she said the internet is mean. And I was telling her that something I'm very committed to doing is being honest with my channel. When I watch a person and I feel like they're not being honest with me, I could have watched you for 2 years and enjoyed your content. If I get to the point where I start to feel like you're not being honest with me, and I don't mean like telling me your business, but just sharing a real experience with me, it turns me off completely. Even if they're like doing a brand partnership and the way that they're telling me how wonderful this weight loss tea or supplement is, if I feel like you're just saying words to fulfill your contract, but it's not your true experience, like I'm just kind of done with the channel. And so I told her that I'm just really, really committed to just being honest. And yeah, like I'm just like, I'm done. One of my true crime people, I just started fast forwarding through her commercials that she does about her products because it's a turnoff for me. So I'm always in my head about a video. And so when a video performs really well, I get excited. But then the fact that not only did it get a lot of views, because it could get views just because the thumbnail was good and because the title was good, right? Like that's why people click thumbnails and title. So that could be why it got good views, thumbnails and title. But the fact that the information was good, that's what it told me. The fact that so many people went to Amazon after watching that video. It told me that the information was good, that people value the information. And I was just so excited. I was so excited. So like I said, it wasn't even about the amount. Y'all know me, I'm an every dollar counts person. So yes, I appreciate the $17 and some change, but it was just the number of people that went over there. Just made me feel good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. If you haven't already watched the video I'm referring to, it's called something like 10 weird items to pack for your cruise or something like that. I picked 10 items that I didn't think most of you pack, and did the video on that. So I was thinking about doing 10 not so weird items as one of my next videos, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So anyway, enough about that. So let's see. Trying to think. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's all. I can't think of anything else to talk to you all about. Thank you, Candace. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I think that's it. I'm going to let you all go. Thank y'all for joining me. The first vlog will be up tomorrow. Um, well, see, I have talked about my weight before, like on my Facebook and things like that. I've shared it openly. But that's kind of like a friends and family kind of thing. So I think she was just worried about like the whole internet, but the whole internet is not watching me, right? But yeah, it is kind of freeing. It is kind of freeing. So the first vlog will be up tomorrow. So please be on the lookout for it. Thank y'all for hanging with me tonight. And I will see y'all on the next video. What is tomorrow, Candace? Is tomorrow Tuesday? No live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Okay. If tomorrow is Wednesday, we'll be live. Okay. All right. So be on the lookout for the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, please thumbs up the video. I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.